There is no doubt that the global outlook has become much more difficult, and yet it is essential for Asia to maintain the momentum around ESG. Asia is responsible for over 50% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions, but it is also uniquely vulnerable to the effects of climate change. We have seen the impact again this year. Devastating floods in Pakistan and a prolonged heat wave in China are just two examples of the growing incidence of extreme weather events. I firmly believe that the multiple crises we are experiencing are in fact an opportunity to accelerate Asia's transition. That's why I want to take a moment to highlight some recent developments I feel are especially encouraging. First, the regulatory environment. Many Asian countries set carbon neutrality goals last year. They are now endorsing green and sustainable finance as a way to reach those targets. In China, for example, the central bank offers preferential rates for banks that lend to decarbonization projects, and it is also the same in Japan. Second, leading international banks for sustainable finance are being adopted in the region. A good example is the cooperation between China and the European Union on the Common Ground Taxonomy. This was issued at the end of 2021 and updated in June this year. It spells out 72 climate mitigation activities that are recognized by both the EU taxonomy and China's Green Bond Endorsed Project Catalogue. We welcome this milestone. Global cooperation on taxonomy and standard is essential to developing a common approach and providing more transparencies to investors. Asia is also adopting international reporting requirements around ESG. Listed companies here in Singapore will soon need to disclose climate-related information alongside their annual reports. Many other countries are introducing reporting standards that align with the recommendation of TCFD, the Task Force on Climate-Related Financial Disclosures. Liquidity in Asia's sustainable finance market is also growing. More than a quarter of all international bonds sold in Asia ex-Japan came with an ESG label. While volumes are down this year, that is by far the highest percentage we've seen. It's a good indication of the value that issuers and investors see in green and sustainable instruments. Sustainable finance is still developing quickly in Asia, and governments again are leading the way. Singapore set a milestone in August with the first 50-year green bond in the sovereign debt market. Regulation, common standards, and liquidity are essential.